And just so you know, I mostly use this one with the 2 inches or this one, which I'll be using right now. Whatever you're watching right now is how I basically do it. You can adjust it to how you want it. So also measure it how you want it, but this is how I do mine. Pick the center front and also pick the back. Now arrange it very well and measure. And also take your time to do the measurements. Now measure it from one end to the other end. Mine is 20 inches. 2 inches is what I'll be using for the band. Now make sure the band of the waist is on fold. Now further fold it again in this form. I'm going to measure 2.5 inches, 2 inches, then half inches for sewing allowance. The way I am taking my time to explain it, also take your time to watch it very well. After getting your 2.5 inches, go ahead to cut out the excess and confirm your measurement again. So now the measurement you got from the waist of the trouser, go ahead to measure it out. I got 20 inches. So I'm going to be adding half inch for joining allowance. This is the part most of you were really concerned about, so I'm going to explain very well. I am using 3 elastic for this and 1 rope, which is going to give me 4 channels. Now I'll be using half inch for each of the channels, right? So I'll be marking half inch. So 0.5, this 0.5 is for the first elastic, this one is for the second elastic, this third one is for the rope. Now the last one is going to be for the third elastic. I hope you understand and I hope it makes sense. Now I'll go ahead to mark in the 0.5 inches that is going to be for the joining allowance. After marking out the sewing allowance, I'll go ahead to open up the band in this form like this. Now you don't need to do this part if you don't want to add rope. If you're not adding rope, all you need to do is just take it to your sewing machine and sew it straight like this. Since I'll be adding rope to mine, I'll sew from here, stop here, then skip that space for the rope and complete the stitch downward. In case you don't understand, from that down part, go up by 1 inch, leave half inch sewing allowance there, then stitch and then complete the other stitch down. Just as I explained, I stitched here, left this space and then completed the stitching, and this is the part where the rope will be passing through. Take it to your sewing machine, top stitch this excess allowance inside to make it relax. In case you're using this method, remember that this part that has this opening should be facing you. This is just me reconfirming my measurement to be sure I'm on the safer side. Go ahead to iron this out, or you can use pin to hold it down, but I advise you iron, which is more preferable. And always remember that this part with the opening should always be facing you. Now, away from the midpoint, mark a straight line here and also mark a straight line here. So we can get a space like this where we're going to be using to insert the elastic. Now from that line I marked, go ahead to mark half inch, which we marked earlier for the channels, half inch all the way, and then stop here. On the second line, stop here, then go ahead to stitch starting from those points, stitch it all the way and stop here. Make it easier for me, I do it directly on the sewing machine, or basically I just go ahead to mark all the half inch at once, half inch, as this one is for the first elastic, this is for the second elastic, the third half inch is for the rope, then the fourth one is for the third elastic. Now marking all the half inch like this is much easier for me. You can do it whichever way you want. So after marking it, when I take it to my sewing machine, I'll just stitch each of them like this all the way till I get to this point. Now this is it after I'm done with the stitching, and notice how this part is still open. And for the rope, you can use any length of your choice. I used 78. To stitch the rope, you can stitch it however you want. You can fold it this way and then top stitch, or turn it to the wrong side, stitch it and turn it to the right side to it like a hook or something. Now for the measurement of the elastic that most of you were concerned about, now look at how stretchy this is. So my waist measurement is 30, so I'm using 25 for the elastic, meaning I minused 5 inches from mine. And like I also said, it must not be 5 inches. You can decide to do 3, you can decide to do 2. It depends on how free or tight you want it to be. Now we're going to be passing the elastic through. We're going to be starting with this first one. Now insert it through that space we left and pass it through the first channel. Keep pushing it till it comes out from this part we started from here. After passing it and bringing it out from this other side, go ahead to stitch the elastic to hold it down. Now you can stitch it anyhow you want. It all depends on you. Now I'll go ahead to stitch these two sides just so it relaxes very well. Now after I'm done stitching it, I'll go ahead to use my hand to stretch it out like this so the elastic balances well. So now that part we left open, you're going to top stitch it. Now take your time so you don't stitch on the elastic. Now this is what you should get if you're following the same method and process. Now the same way we did the first one is how we're going to be passing the second elastic through the second channel all the way till it comes out from this side. After bringing it out, take it to your sewing machine, stitch it and use your hand to blend it in. And again, just the same way we did the first one, go ahead to stitch this part, close it up. For the third channel, you can insert elastic and still add rope if you want, but I won't be doing that. So I'll go ahead to close this part up and insert the third elastic. Like I said, after stitching it, now this is the part for the third elastic, and this part is where the rope will pass through. And just the same way I did the first and second elastic, I'll be doing that for this last one. Basically, this is what it looks after we're done. Now I'll go ahead to pass the rope through that third channel like this. So starting from here, it will go through and come out from the point. All you have to do is to keep passing the rope till it comes out from this exact point. Now draw the rope and keep drawing it out. Use your hand to draw it out till it aligns with the second one. Now, as simple as it is, I mean it when I say as simple, this is what you should get. Lastly, for those asking how I join it, now turn this band to the wrong side like this. Now go ahead to pick the midpoint from the center and also the midpoint for the band and align it together like this. Now begin to stretch out the band, not this. Now stretch out the band very well. Keep stretching it. Now you can decide to pin it if you want, or you can just do it directly on your machine. No need for pinning. So long as you are stretching the band out very well like this, it's going to align. Stitching it, ensure you're stitching it from the waistband area, just so you follow up with this line, just so you follow up with this stitch, so you don't stitch on the elastic. Now this is how it should be on your sewing machine, facing you like this. As simple as it is, this is it after I was done attaching it to the waistband. Now go ahead to weave it around. The same method, when you're weaving it, stretch it out. So this is how beautiful it is. I hope you understand it this time around, because this is well detailed. See, I know you shall understand, because at this point I am tired of talking. Ah, God. Don't forget to like, share, basically engage with this video. Let me see if I know I tried with this tutorial. Things I do for love, so you're welcome.